A teenager who survived a school shooting in Butler County last February is exclusively sharing his story for the first time on 9 on Your Side.
Madison Junior Senior High School was forced to put its state-required safety plan into play. But did it work how it was supposed to?
IT reporter Hillary Lake looked into this. She is live with the safety changes the school has made 1 year later. Hillary.
Well, after that student shooter opened fire inside of the building, Madison local schools made a bunch of safety upgrades like to the windows and to the entrances, but they also learned some lessons that could benefit other schools across the tri-state. Today, it's calm, safe, a stark contrast.
I'm out 2 at a time, 3 at a time.
Just been a rough time.
To what happened February 29th, 2016.
I was just sitting down eating lunch, and then you hear a loud bang, and you look around.
14-year-old Austin Hancock shot Cameron Smith, a classmate he didn't know, in the back.
And then I felt like a burn in my back, and then I stood up and looked around, and I see him with the gun like walking, and I go take a step, and I fall.
Smith's grandmother still remembers trying to reach him.
I knew it was his lunchtime, so I texted him, and he didn't answer. I'm sorry.
Hancock also shot another boy, wounded 2 other students, then ran out of the Madison Junior Senior High School cafeteria.
We were immediately able to lock down all the classrooms.
That move's part of a new state-required emergency management plan. But was it effective? Richard Zwayer is the executive director of Ohio Homeland Security.
It creates a team that works together to protect the school rather than the school either feeling like they're on an island trying to create a plan.
It's a lengthy document schools write that lays out responsibilities for school employees and law enforcement. Zwayer's office works with individual schools to establish and evaluate the safety plans.
Would the response have been different if they didn't have that caliber of a safety plan in place?
Well, with that particular school, it's hard to say because they've been very proactive.
Madison Superintendent Curtis Philpott tells me he didn't even look at his school's emergency management plan that day. Instead, he says he relied on lessons learned from doing those safety drills that the state also requires schools to complete. I asked for state records showing if every school in Southwest Ohio has an approved plan. The state won't give me that information, citing safety concerns. But Zwayer explains.
It's a good thing to report here in Ohio that every school has a plan.
Do you feel like the state has enough safeguards for kids?
What is enough? That's the sad part.
Melody Hollingsworth, Cameron Smith's grandmother, has learned an important lesson.
Don't ever think that it can't happen.
Superintendent Philpott is now preparing his campus to handle violent situations on and away from campus.
Our goal is for our students and our staff and our community to feel as safe as possible in our schools.
He made this video to show the safety upgrades the school has made, including hiring 2 full-time resource officers, installing barricade brackets in all classrooms,
Whoever's outside is not getting in this door.
and covering windows with safety film.
We're going to see how it reacts. Ready?
How are you feeling today?
I'm okay. Still affected, but I'm doing okay.
Cameron still goes to mental health therapy, and I think it's good to get it out.
He also suffers from chronic back pain left over from the bullet that chipped his tailbone and lodged in his hip. He dreams of playing football again.
Most of my muscles are still not as strong as they are or used to be.
As for Austin Hancock, he pled guilty to 4 counts of attempted murder in April. He's in juvenile detention until he turns 21, followed by an adult sentence.
Do you have hard feelings towards him?
Not towards him, but towards his decision.
Cameron wants his schoolmates to remember lessons learned that day to keep peace on campus. And Cameron and his grandmother and one of the other victims' families have filed a lawsuit against Austin Hancock's family Cameron's grandmother tells me that she wants accountability and she wants this to serve as a lesson to other parents. I did reach out to Austin Hancock's family through their attorney about an interview. They declined at this time. And as for those safety plans, once the state approves them, they are good for 3 years. We are in Madison Township. Hillary Lake, 9 on your side.
Hillary, thank you for bringing us that story tonight. You can find out more information about those school safety plans and what other school districts have to say about them right now on WCPO.com.